For all of us that are Vietnam veterans, in fact, for anyone, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial State Park in Angel Fire is a must-see. This park is the first Vietnam memorial built in the United States, and it was a labor of love for a husband and wife who lost their son in Vietnam.
The memorial facility is almost 30 acres that was developed by Dr. and Mrs. Westfall starting back in May of 1968 because of the death of their son, First Lieutenant David Westfall, who died in an ambush in Vietnam where he was a Marine. Doc and Mrs. Westfall talked about what they could do to honor David's memory, and in their discussion they decided they would take his insurance money and build a memorial. And they started with the chapel, which you'll see over my right shoulder. And I've been told by others who were here that Doc was actually out here on his hands and knees digging the footers for the chapel himself.
One of the major significance of the Vietnam Veteran Memorial State Park is it's the only state park in the United States of America that's dedicated to the Vietnam veterans. And we kind of pride ourselves in that, and it was one of the first major memorials for the Vietnam veterans in the United States ever. As a state park, all state parks charge a fee, and this particular state park, due to a contract agreement with the David Westfall Veterans Foundation, who support us, we've agreed not to charge a fee because this was dedicated to veterans, for veterans, and we wanted to keep that going, so we do not charge a fee here at all. This is a place of healing for veterans of all types, all of America's wars, and the families.
Since 1971, when the chapel was dedicated, it's only been closed at night for one period of time. And during that closure, once when Dr. Victor Westfall came back in the morning, there was a veteran sitting in front of the door, and he was crying, and he said, actually he had made a sign and it said, "Why did you lock me out when I needed this?" The chapel has never been closed since then. It's open 24 hours a day.
As a veteran, this spot is very important and it's sacred to me. And I know that after you visit, it will hold a very special place in your heart too.